Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. We just finished our last play-in playoff game for our 1980 playoff tournament, one and done for Action PC football, and we have the Sweet 16 brackets set up. The winners will advance to the Elite Eight. So I just wanted to give you the bracket setup. Hope everyone's doing well out there this Sunday evening or whenever you watch. So we have our number one seeds are the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Both of them were 12-4. They had byes into the Sweet 16. Our number two seeds are the Cleveland Browns and the Buffalo Bills, and they both had records of 11-5. They also had byes to the Sweet 16. So they'll be playing their first games in the Sweet 16. They will be the first four games that we show to the channel and friends of the channel. So the matchups are as follows. Our first game that we will show will be Cincinnati taking on the Cowboys. Cincinnati with a record of 6-10 upset the Vikings, I think it was. I'd have to go back and look, but they were an upset winner. They advanced to take on the Dallas Cowboys in a 1-8 matchup in the lower bracket. Our other 1-8 matchup, the Cinderella New Orleans Saints, who shocked the Houston Oilers. Saints 1-15 will take on the 12-4 number one seed in the upper bracket, Philadelphia Eagles. Can the Saints do it again? Most likely not. I will play as all lower seeds unless it's the Patriots. Ron Juckett has joined us. I just finished watching your hockey game. Outstanding. I don't want to give it away, but it was a good game, and some trick or treats there on Halloween. So good job. It was a good game. Thanks for sharing that. Remember to check out Retro Sports Network with Ron Juckett. He has the Flames and Rangers up on the channel now. So it was a good game. Just finished listening to it while setting up my brackets. Our number two seeds, our number three. So we have the 1-8, again, 1-8s. Cincinnati at Dallas, New Orleans at Philadelphia. New Orleans would be huge underdogs. Cincinnati would be also underdogs to Dallas. And then we have in the upper bracket Detroit and San Diego, and that's a 4-5 matchup. San Diego 11-5 will take on the visiting Detroit Lions, who were 9-7. Both teams had to win their way in. Then you have Denver. Talk about a much heated rivalry. The 8-8 Broncos, who won their playoff win-in playoff game, will take on the Cleveland Browns, and that's a 2-7 matchup. And then you're going to have Pittsburgh at Atlanta, and that's a 6-3 matchup. And those are the upper brackets. In the lower bracket, as I stated, Cincinnati at Dallas, New England, and a 4-5 matchup against the Rams. And then Washington will visit the Buffalo Bills in a 2-7 matchup. And then Oakland and Miami, another clash of ancient rivals, will be in the 3-6 matchup. So those are some fun games. I will play as all lower seeds except for the Patriots. Actually, the Patriots are a lower seed in this one, as they are 10-6 against the 11-5 Rams. Patriots game, well, I just gave it away. They won, obviously. That game's up on the channel. They crushed the hapless St. Louis Cardinals. So our first game that we will have is Cincinnati versus Dallas. And then the next game will be New Orleans at Philadelphia. And I think we'll go with Denver at Cleveland and then Washington at Buffalo. So those are the first four games probably coming up. I might play one later, but I think I'm going to do an Army-Navy game next. College game, just for ha-has. Or I might roll a little Fran Tarkenton. Let's go to the chat real quick. As Ron from Retro Sports Network says, I like San Diego's chances if they can beat Philly. If Philly win, they're going to have reseeding too. So it depends, because I have clicked on reseeding between rounds. So the higher seeds will always play the lower seeds. Right now, as I play as the lower seeds in all of these games, I think I can be competitive in the Cincinnati-Dallas game. New Orleans, we used all of our luck in our upset win over the Oilers. So that's going to be tough to win 2 of those games. Detroit, I'm going to have Billy Sims. I might have a shot against San Diego. I got Billy Sims. And San Diego has a sieve for a defense. Good pass rush, but not a good defense. Denver at 8-8 against Brian Sipe in Cleveland. I think I have a decent shot there. Pittsburgh and Atlanta. This one I don't think I have a good shot. Atlanta was really. I forgot who I think. Oh, I was Seattle. They crushed me. Atlanta and the PC AI crushed me in that game. I just could not stop Atlanta at all as Seattle. I couldn't move the ball against them. Atlanta had really good teams in 78 through 80, and I think they lost twice to the Cowboys in the playoffs those years. I think once was with Staubach and once was with Danny White. New England at the Rams. We got a decent shot at winning that. Though Vince Ferragamo had that's kind of funny. He had such a good year in 79 and 80 compared to the Super Bowl year. But they got bumped out in I think the first round of the playoffs, the Rams. Washington at Buffalo. I think we have a shot there too. And Miami at Oakland. That's going to be a tough game. So I think where I can get the upsets, I think the Patriots can beat the Rams, as long as I don't get too tricky with Steve Grogan as he threw a plethora of interceptions in 80. Just stick with some basic ground and pound and short, quick hits, and then try to surprise them with Russ Francis down the middle. I think I have decent shots in most of the game. The game I really don't think I have a shot in is just Atlanta. I mean, Pittsburgh's okay, but I don't think I have a decent shot there. Atlanta, I just couldn't figure out how to stop them at all when I was playing defense. So those are the matchups. And then, once again, New Orleans, 1 in the upper bracket. Number 8, New Orleans against number 1, Philadelphia. And then we have number 5, Detroit, taking on number 4, San Diego in San Diego. And number 7, Denver versus number 2, Cleveland. And then Pittsburgh, the 6th seed, taking on the 3 seed in Atlanta, the Falcons. And the lower bracket of 8, Cincinnati at Dallas. That's a 1-8 matchup. Then the 4-5 game, New England, the 5 seed taking on the Rams, the 4 seed. Then you have Washington at Buffalo, and that's a 2-7 matchup, with Buffalo being the 2 seed, Washington visiting 7 seed. And then Miami at Oakland, so that is a 3-6 game. So that's your seedings there. It's going to be a lot of fun. The playing games are fun. As Ron Juckett, again, check out Retro Sports Network. If you haven't subbed, please do. Ron's a great guy and does a wonderful job with his retro sim play. Very knowledgeable about all sports. Atlanta can grind it. Yeah, they were tough for me. When I started playing the game, it's kind of funny. I know it's a game, but I just had the feeling like I have no clue how to stop these guys. No matter what I did, I mean, I think I had right defensive play calls on some stuff, and I just got annihilated. So, again, first game for the Sweet 16, Cincinnati at Dallas. The second game, New Orleans at Philadelphia. Then Denver at Cleveland, and Washington at Buffalo. Then after that, we'll go from there. So those will be the first 4 games of the Sweet 16. Thank you for joining me, and Ron Juckett from Retro Sports Network. Hope everyone's enjoying their Sunday evening or whenever you watch. I just wanted to give a quick show of the brackets. The games are listed in the chat and also on the page, just the matchups if you want to. And again, I play as the lower seeds. And there's reseeding, so I believe the way this would work, just say for ha-ha's sakes, that New Orleans beat Philadelphia, which I don't think is going to happen as we already had our one big upset with the Saints. And Cleveland would beat Denver. I believe New Orleans would travel to Cleveland as they would reseed, because I have reseeding between rounds checked off. So that's what you have to remember. Ron Juckett from Retro Sports Network says, make Burkowski beat you. Don't think Pitt can't do that. They can run the ball well, too, Atlanta. So that's going to be a fun... I have more... I think when I play like New Orleans, I play loosey-goosey, and it doesn't... I just think of ways to score. Where against Atlanta, when I was Seattle, and I thought I was going to have a decent matchup there, it was horrible. Nothing went right, and just... When you fall behind in one of these games... the only one was the Jets. I made a really decent comeback against the Rams. I scored a gazillion points in the fourth quarter. And I got 2 onside kicks back. That was a wild and woolly game. I mean, the Rams are kicking the crap out of the Jets for basically, well, for 3 quarters. And then in the fourth quarter, the floodgates finally opened for Richard Todd and the Jets. So, but to no avail. So that's it. It's going to be a lot of fun. We also have our baseball tournament going on, the 1978 one and done using Out of the Ballpark 19. So we're going to finish up these 2 tournaments. I have some other tournaments in mind. I might be doing a college tournament coming up. We have to get back to our boxing heavyweight tournament. College game's really fun on this. I was playing a lot of 1945 Army with... Blanchard and Davis, Mr. Inside and Mr. Outside, Blanchard being the outside runner, Davis being the inside runner. But a lot of fun, and I think I'm going to put a game up on the channel in about a half hour. I think I'm going to do an Army-Navy game. Or I might put up a quick 14 tournament that we might play 2 games tonight and then a championship game tomorrow. So I don't know. I always think of these things, and I just enjoy playing. So thank you to Ron Juckett and Retro Sports Network for joining me, and to anyone else who watched right now and who will watch later. Remember to check out Ron Juckett and subscribe, and that is Retro Sports Network. Alrighty. Thank you very much, people. Till next time, health and happiness. Take care. Bye-bye, and God bless. I'll be back on in a little bit. Peace.